Christmas time, yeah, it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas. Hey, what's cracking everybody? Welcome back to Computer Games Hardware. Today on the channel, we are checking out the top 10 games of 2024. Now, these are my best games of the year. Obviously, based on an incomplete sample size, I didn't play every game that came out, so I'm not the final boss of top 10 games of the year, so don't come at me with why wasn't Shadow of the Erdtree on there, or why wasn't this, or why wasn't my favorite game on there, because Shadow of the Erdtree is an expansion. It's not an actual game, so bad luck. I'm just kidding, guys. You guys are an awesome community, and this is a big thank you very much video for looking after Computer Games Hardware over the last 12 months. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what your favorite games of the year were. What did you play? What didn't you play? Are there any recommendations for me to catch up on anything over the holidays? Please let me know in the comments down below. And just to say a big thank you to everyone. On Christmas Day, what I plan to do is do a big Christmas night stream. So if you're someone who doesn't celebrate Christmas, or you've got no one to hang out with on Christmas Day, you can come out and hang out with me on Christmas night. We will have the eggnog flowing, we will have some games playing, and we can just connect together and have a chat, talk about all the best games and hardware and stuff over the year. So I will put out a notification for that, so you can put that in your calendar and we can hang out on Christmas Day. So big thank you to everyone who has supported the channel over 2024. It's been a big year for Computer Games Hardware. I wouldn't have dreamt in my wildest dreams we got to where we've gotten to at this point. So a big thank you to all our new subscribers. A huge thank you to all the OGs, people who have supported me from the very start. I can't thank you enough. Come and join me for a Christmas Day live stream where we can just, shoot the shit and enjoy each other's company. So thank you very much for watching. Give me some recommendations on what we should play on that stream. All right, let's get into my top 10 games of 2024. All right, guys, let's kick off at number 10 with Call of Duty Black Ops 6. This one has been developed by Treyarch and published by Activision, now Microsoft as well. So this is the big Call of Duty title that launched Game Pass into the stratosphere. It is a return to form for the Call of Duty franchise. It's got an excellent campaign. Multiplayer is what you would expect. The multi-directional stuff has been fun. It feels a little bit arcadey. They've done an excellent job. It's actually kind of strange to be talking about a Call of Duty title on my top 10, particularly because if it wasn't on Game Pass, I probably wouldn't have played it. This one got intense gameplay, action-packed multiplayer as you would expect, and a reimagined zombie mode, which I haven't played too much of. So I'm looking forward to getting in that too. The previous couple of Modern Warfare titles haven't been my favorite. I obviously loved the original new Modern Warfare, but they sort of dropped off over the last couple of titles. So it's a return to form for Call of Duty, and I gotta say, for a game that I wouldn't be playing without Game Pass, I'm having fun with it. So that's why Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is on my number 10 for the year. At number 9, we have the Rogue Prince of Persia. This one is another unexpected hit for me, developed by Evil Empire and published by Ubisoft. This is the second Prince of Persia game released in 2024. I should also let you know I received a review copy for this game. I absolutely loved this game. I love the frantic gameplay. It takes you back to the Prince of Persia of old with, modern playstyle. I love the the art style of the Rogue Prince of Persia, even at the start of its early access, it has actually changed dramatically. The prince went from a purple shaded character into a more normal looking prince that you might expect now. But I have enjoyed this game from day one. You can check out the live streams that we did for the Rogue Prince of Persia. This game is just an infectious roguelite that I thoroughly enjoyed, despite not being the type of game that I usually play. That's why the Rogue Prince of Persia is number 9 on my list. At number 8, we have God of War Ragnarok on PC. Developed by Santa Monica Studios and published by Sony, this was the big God of War PC release that I was really looking forward to since playing God of War 1 on PC. Kratos and Atreus are back in the Norse mythology, which I love. I love the setting of that old Norse mythology and just running through the excellent story, the challenging combat, and really having a good time fleshing out this story. The gods are out for revenge in this one, and it's up to Kratos and Atreus to survive through their journey back home. I really enjoyed this one. I love the combat and the performances. Christopher Judge was excellent. I don't know if you guys saw at the Game Awards, the actors, Christopher Judge and the Atreus actor had a little moment when the Atreus actor couldn't get the read out the words on the card. It's very entertaining. I will link it here. So that's why God of War is my number 8. It was a fantastic playthrough, and it just really hit on the heartstrings and tied up that story really well. All right, at number 7, we have Tekken 8, developed by Bandai Namco Studios and published by Bandai Namco. So if you know me a little bit, you know I love fighting games. Street Fighter 6 was one of my favorite games of last year, and Tekken has come to take that place this year. I love these fighting games. This one looks absolutely stunning, and I'm not a real competitive Tekken player like I am with Street Fighter. I'm more of a story guy for Tekken, but the set pieces in this game, the final battle is just epic. It takes it up to another level from Tekken 7. I think this one's even more accessible as well. It's really worth your time. It looks beautiful. It's another one of those games that you can jump into. It has some fantastic game modes that you can dabble in if you're not familiar with Tekken, so I highly recommend you do this. This was one of my favorite games. Just playing the story was well enough, and Tekken is one of those series that is just on my playlist just because of the history I've had it. I've been playing them since number 1 and they've never disappointed. So that's why Tekken is my number 7 for 2024. At number 6, we have Ghost of Tsushima PC, developed by Sucker Punch Studios and released by Sony. This is the second Sony title that is on our 2024 list, and I absolutely love this one. I had never played Ghost of Tsushima before, so it was a real experience for me, experiencing Jin Sakai's epic adventure, which is kind of small and constrained. It's not the big, huge, sprawling adventure that you'd think. It's very local game, which I absolutely loved. I loved all the combat. I loved the style. My horse Nobu was getting me through everything. This is a fantastic game that looks gorgeous, and it is a really good implementation of FSR3 and things like that. So Game Studio should take notice. This is the right way to implement some of those features. It worked the best out of most of the games that I played this year. Ghost of Tsushima is a excellent story. It has vibrant combat, and I just love all the elements working perfectly together. That's why it's number 6 on the list. Hey, just want to jump in here and say, if you're enjoying any of the content on Computer Games Hardware, please chuck us a like, share, and subscribe. Watching the videos really helps me out. Thank you very much for everyone who supported the channel. over the last couple of years, especially in 2024, where we've had an absolutely huge year. We're going to make it even bigger in 2025, so look out for all the cool stuff. We have some affiliate links in the description below, and you can check us out all on our social medias. Again, I'm terrible with the social medias. You guys know that by now, but you can catch us on Instagram, you can catch us on Blue Sky, you can catch us on Threads, you can catch us on TikTok. So chuck us a line, say hello. It's me that deals with all the accounts, so come and say hello. Appreciate you all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. All right, we're into the number 5. At number 5, we have the Thermotrudge. Now, this was developed by Fool's Theory and published by 11-Bit Studios, one of my all-time favorites. I should also shout them out because I did receive a review copy for this game as well. But this is an epic RPG, turn-based style combat set in wartime Warsaw. It is an alternative history sort of tale where you play as a mystic Thermotrudge that has these special powers. It has really exciting turn-based combat, an excellent story, and I really love the game style. It's got a really special vibe to it, similar to Disco Elysium. It has a compelling story, alternative history, and the art style is just fantastic. If you haven't tried this out, or you want to dabble into turn-based action combat, this is the perfect game for you to test the waters. I highly recommend the Thermotrudge. I had a really great time with it. All right, we're getting into the pointy end of it now, and at number 4, we have Silent Hill 2 Remake. Developed by Bloober Team and published by Konami, who have just recently started re-releasing games. Anyone who knows me knows I live for horror games. Psychological horror games, especially Resident Evil, is my favorite franchise of all time. So you might be wondering why this is number 4 on the list. I should let you know I also got a review copy for this game, so this is part of the reason why it's not higher on the list. I absolutely love this game, but unfortunately in my review copy I was plagued with a few technical issues that probably related a little bit to AMD and the drivers. I had an issue with darkness and dark patches within the game, poor implementation of FSR, and a few technical glitches that dropped this game down a little bit for me. However, I had an excellent time once I had resolved those issues and played through the game. Again, you can check out our live stream of the opening hours of Silent Hill 2 Remake. This sees you play as James wandering through Silent Hill looking for Mary. This game is everything that you would expect, a very faithful remake of a classic horror game that I highly recommend to anyone who is a fan of the genre. We're at the pointy end, guys, and at number 3, we have Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Developed by Machine Games, published by Bethesda. Step into the shoes of the world's most famous archaeologist with this whip-cracking epic adventure, this perfect Indiana title, which I absolutely loved, despite having some real issues with this game, not supporting FSR or Intel XeSX right out of the gate. There is implementations of those features coming. Currently, it doesn't have that, so I'm really disappointed. This would have been my number 1 game otherwise, but the story, the play style, the adventure, and the canon tale that they tell of Indiana Jones just makes it too hard to ignore. I absolutely love this game. I love the story. I'm really looking forward to them putting the implementation of the proper upscalers in there for everyone to enjoy it, because it is really a game worth telling. They've really knocked it out of the park, Machine Games. I hope they get those implementations in soon. At number 2, guys, we have Path of Exile 2. Now, I'm new to the Path of Exile series. I've always been a Diablo boy from way back, a big Blizzard boy. I had never got into the original Path of Exile, developed and published by Grinding Gear Games. This is an absolute epic, dark action RPG that is doing it its own way. I really love the way you play this game. It sort of has a Dark Souls type of vibe to it. You don't have a dash, you have a roll. You sort of play way differently to most action RPGs where you feel like you can just slay everyone from the outset. This is a really challenging take on the action RPG. It also really has overwhelming options, skill trees, and all these things that I'm yet to fully dive into, but this one's really captured my attention, and it's probably going to be one of the games that we play on our Christmas Day stream. So tune in if you want to see me play some Path of Exile 2 and help walk me through it, because I love diving into this game. You know, I'm getting through scrapes just by the skin of my teeth. I absolutely love it. Look forward to leveling up and seeing how the early access development of this game plays out, because I am having a great time. It also feels feature rich. You pay $40 for this game that is eventually going to be a free game, but in my view, it's been worth it because I'm having such a good time. So that's Path of Exile 2. Alright guys, we've done it. We're here at number 1, and the number 1 game for me in 2024 is Black Myth: Wukong. Developed and published by Game Science, this is the epic action Souls adjacent RPG based on the legendary Journey to the West. This was just the game that I spent the most time with. Extremely challenging, extremely fulfilling. I really enjoyed my time with Black Myth: Wukong. The skill jump for me was particularly high. I had to sort of lean forward to get through some of these fights, but unlike most Souls games, this one felt really rewarding. There was only once or twice where I felt like it was doing the Souls-like thing where this whole thing sucks, I need to get good, and felt like a real grind. I really enjoyed my time with it. I really enjoyed the take on Journey to the West, and I'm a little bit biased. I love that tale. I love all the iterations of it as well. So it was really, really fun to play through as the Monkey King, or a version of the Monkey King, and you know, get to it. The epic boss battles. I really enjoyed the skill level progression in this game as well. So if you're looking for a challenging, story-driven action RPG with Souls elements to it, this is the one for you. It was my favorite game of the year. I spent the most time with it, and you know, I really loved my time with this game. There was plenty of controversy around Black Myth: Wukong over its journey this year, but I would say to you, put all that stuff aside, pick the game up for yourself and try it out, because I had an excellent time with it, and I bet you would too. Again, this is another game that we have plenty of streams on, so you can go check those out. So if you're on the fence about Black Myth: Wukong, maybe check it out. It's just recently been updated too, so you're sure to have a good time. So that's it guys. That's my top 10 for 2024. How do you think I did? What games did you play on my list? What does your list look like? Are there any games that I didn't talk about that I really should check out? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're playing, what I should check out over the holidays, and give me some suggestions for our Christmas Day streams. How would you rate my list? Let me know what you guys have been playing, what didn't I talk about that I should be checking out over the Christmas holidays? I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, throw in some suggestions for our Christmas Day streams and what would you like to see played. Are there any games that we can play together? If you want to do that too, put in a suggestion. I've got a team for Street Fighter. I've got a team for Call of Duty. If you want the details on that, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday. All the best for everyone out there. A big thank you for the huge year that we've had on Computer Games Hardware. We're going right through with the videos on CGHW, so you can keep it locked here at CGHW. I've had a really good time making this one. I hope you guys have had a good time watching it, and I will see you in the next one and in 2025. Thanks for watching. See you next time.